And there you have it. Excellent connection. That's what I like to see.
Excellent.
Even though I've had people tell me, why do you have the internet you have? Well, this is the reason why, because I have an excellent connection here. It's not like the old days, folks, even though sometimes it feels like it. But anyway, it's Tuesday, I guess. And because I was off for a little bit of time, my days feel kind of jacked up again, so it's hard getting back in the swing of things. But anyway, y'all didn't come here to listen to me talk shit about that. Y'all have come here to see the smoothest transition in the world for the longest running show in the damn world. So here we go, folks. Smoothest transition. What's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show. I think it's 451. I don't know why I don't ever keep my title where I can see it, but it's somewhere around here. Anyway, I hope everybody's having themselves, I guess, somewhat of a decent Tuesday. Depending on where you live at in this country, you might either be under some tornado warnings, you might be under a winter storm warning.
That'd be us.
And other than that, you won't be under shit. We've had our warnings early this morning, and now they're gone, so.
I can't believe it's snowing. I think it's snowing.
I know. It's been some crazy ass weather shit going on the past couple of days, but I can tell you this. My ring's going off, so there you go. With that being said, before we get into all this major information and gossip and all the news we have, take a look at what Mark's got over here. He's got some good shit. Take it away.
Actually, it changed up a little bit. We got the GT4.
Oh, shit. I've never seen that one before.
I know. We got some S&M Bondage, a.k.a. BBC, from the lovely Steve Marquez.
Sweet.
And Shabam Shaboom. There it is.
Finally. Finally.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, well.
And Vape's really good.
Boxer with the good old tripod. Something that I've been telling Mark he needed to do, and he didn't believe me, but I think he believes now.
Yep.
And here's the little blank bar thing, and I got some other shit laying around. Of course, Phil, still haven't seen your check come across my table yet, but there's your juice, so I'm waiting on that check. And Ginger, I think you forgot to pay up this month too. I haven't seen anything clear there, so. But there you go, folks. All the finest toys in the world. Dude, I was shocked to see you having a Pure Max the other day. I thought I was like seeing shit. And then I think it was Friday, wasn't it, when you started using it?
Gary bought me one, and I'm like, I tried it. I was blown away. I'm like, holy shit, this actually is really fucking good.
So, would you have bought that on your own without having somebody send that to you?
Probably not, because I just thought it was going to be just another pod system, but it actually vapes. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a step up from a pod system. It's got a lot more airflow than I imagined it to have.
Yeah, I apologize, because in my head I'm thinking I already knew this, but y'all didn't know this. Mike, again, is on hiatus. He's not even out of the country this time. He hooked up with Elon, and they're out of this world. They took one of the SpaceX up, and I don't know what planet they're visiting, but Mike's looking to set up a new shop somewhere, so there you go. But no, Mike is not with us tonight, so I apologize for that. And I know the numbers are about to drop drastically because y'all just come to see Mike, but there you go.
See, Chris, Maddie, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. Great for MTL. I don't know. Well, does the 0.8 or the 1.2, does the airflow get tighter? Because on the 0.6, the airflow isn't the tightest.
Yes, the 1.2, because I had to use a 0.6 at first because I was waiting on some juice to get here. So I put the 0.6 pod in and used it for a little while till, again, Phil, if you're watching, till that juice popped up. And then I swapped over to the 1.2. Yes, drastic difference. And then two, it's all about where you dial in your airflow on the actual
Mm-hmm.
device. But it's perfect. Definitely
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Yeah, the point .6 for me for restricted direct long, I think it's perfect.
Now,
Beautiful.
I know Ginger's using one, and I think Ginger's had some issues with his device itself. He's
Oh,
probably the first one that's gotten a shitty device, but I think he's trying to get Yeehee to send him a whole pallet of them for free since he got a bogus one. But Ginger kind of like, I think he's doing like you. He's more of a restricted direct lung, not trying to do MTL on it. And for the experiences that have been good with it so far, I know he said he's liked it, but he's been having a few little issues go on. But
yeah, I've been pretty impressed.
I'm the same way. I heard a lot of people talk. All I've been hearing is good talk about it. And I was like, that's the reason why I ordered a second one too. Because I was thinking if it's this good, I want to go ahead and have a second one in place just in case for down the road. Because normally I would do that with a good pod system. I haven't even opened the UPS box up that all that shit came in. So I've got another one stashed out when I need it, but
When you buy the pods, do they just come singly, or they come like two to a pack,
two to a
or
pack.
oh, do they? Okay.
But here we are. I think I'm starting my fourth week with this, third or fourth week. And I don't use this like some people would, like from the time you get up in the morning until time you get to bed. But I do use it a decent amount. And the juice still tastes like I just put it in a fresh pod.
Yep. This tastes like day one. Like I said, I've been using it since what, Friday? I haven't used it 24/7, but it tastes exactly the way it did when I used it. So I'm gonna get more point .6s and probably get a second one.
It's just crazy because of, again, something this small and it being technically a pod. The flavor I'm getting off of this thing, it shouldn't come out of a pod system. This is shit that you should be doing like on other bigger devices. So that's what trips me out.
That's why when they call it a pod, I'm just like, it's probably just like every other fucking pod. Like, it's like a Caliburn or whatever. That's why I wasn't really. But no, I think it's a little bit kind of a step up from a pod.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing restricted direct long, it vapes really good.
Brian Ferguson said someone should create a pod with with a die coach chip. Well, here's the thing though. You got to remember, this is going to die and go into the trash. I wouldn't want to be throwing die coach chips in the trash. Unless you're going to do something that has a changeable battery, and then you're just kind of defeating the purpose of what this is.
I'm just like, I don't know. To me, it vapes like an AI. Like for restricted direct long, it vapes like an AIO to me.
But technically, it's a pod system.
Yeah, but it's a pod.
So,
I even I love the way you fill it up. The little door on the front that slides open.
Definitely.
You don't got to deal with those little tabs or cracking the top off or nothing like that. You just slide open the door, pop your bottle in, slide the door shut. It's the easiest thing.
So far, I've had nothing but good luck with mine, and most people I've heard or have talked about it. I haven't really seen any negatives. The only negatives I ever heard out of it was the first edition pods that they made for it. It actually had one of the little plugs, and I think the plug was in a different spot, opposed to having that little sliding door to fill it up. And I think those were leaking a little bit, and then they were shorting the devices out.
It's nice because you don't even have to remove the pod or nothing. You just slide it open.
You don't have to, but I have gotten the habit. It's easier for me to take the pod out and fill it just because I've got poor eyesight. But, yeah, you can still leave it in there if you don't want to take it out.
I kind of wish it had a fire button, but that's just me.
I'm the opposite. I'm like on pod systems. I love auto draw. I hate having a button I got to press to do anything, but
I saw on someone's show that there a minimum fill line on the Pure Max pods that if it goes lower than that, it can leak. What?
I don't know. I've never done that yet, so I don't know about that.
You haven't? Why would it leak if you get to the minimum fill line? That's weird.
Hold on, real quick. Big shout out to Hitman. He just donated 52K to the channel. Thank you very much. I might take off the rest of the month. So there you go. Thank you, Hitman.
That's a hell of a donation, Hitman. Thank you.
Hitman, I tell you what I'll do, because I know you're such a huge Apple fan. I might just go ahead and buy another phone, and I'll get you one too while I'm at it.
For 52,000, hell yeah.
Hell, I might even buy you two. Shit.
What does this say on the pod?
What's up, Ed Barkley?
Oh, yeah, I see the minimum line right there. I don't think I would ever let it drop that low, though, but I don't know. But
Well,
yes.
and one other thing, again, I'm not sitting here trying to do the review show thing, but one thing I do definitely like about it too is the capacity on it. So, I mean, you're not sitting at a 2 ml capacity on this thing. So,
Yeah, it just seemed like a lot more.
yeah. So I'm not
What is that on
feeling
the
it near as
bottom?
much.
Is it the battery you could see in there, or what is that?
It's just part of the chip.
Oh,
It's funny because I get this and it's got that going on, but also this is that blank bar plus. You could, and for as cheap as this is, this thing's under $10. They're making it where you can see the chip and all that at the bottom. It's kind of, I don't know if that's the latest trend in all this shit or what, but
it is interesting. It's a win.
what's up, Buddha? Ginger said, my pods are fine. It's the main unit. Airflow with the point 0.6 is super tight. Puffing through the pod is wide open. Only an issue when inserted.
Wait, what? Hold on. My airflow is wide open.
So what he's doing, he's popping his pod open just a hair. No. What he's taking, well, hold on. I forget exactly how he's doing that now.
I mean, it's a little bit tighter than a GT4, but I don't think it's with the point 0.6. I wouldn't say it's super tight at all. That's weird.
Well, that's where he thinks that the actual airflow control thing in the device is jacked up somehow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because apparently, I guess it felt better at first, and now it kind of feels a little jacked up to him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not as loose as the GT4, but it's kind of close. That's a little tighter.
But Ginger's really his main goal. He just wants to dog everybody out that's using them so he can get them off of that and get them more into the boxers. So he doesn't want anybody using pods at all.
Yeah, I heard he was cloning this anyway, so.
Oh, man. I foresee an Evolve pod chip soon. Well, Brian, it's ready, come and gone. We've done that already.
Yep, it did not sell, apparently.
Matter of fact, and I'll just kind of clear my throat. We were the first live show to have Brandon on from Evolve and to basically reveal the new pod system.
I don't know if it was
But
just too complicated or too expensive.
I think it was a little bit of both. At first, it seemed all right using it for the first couple of days, and then it kind of lost its pizzazz with me, and I just put mine down and never used it again. The reflex.
The reflex, that's it.
I think Bachelor got hooked on them for a while, and I really don't know how he was purchasing that and liquor at the same time. So I don't know what he did there, but I think he was kind of hooked on those.
Yeah, the idea was kind of cool, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I mean, it's a pod system. It should be simple, I guess.
Listening to Brandon talk on that, apparently they had spent a whole lot of time research and development on that, and that was about to be their new little bread and butter thing, but it obviously didn't pan out. And I didn't know this until Mark told me, I guess not too long ago or a little while back. I guess their latest and greatest thing, they're into the THC shit now, aren't they?
Yep, they got like a little dab device. It's like $250.
Yeah. I wonder how that's selling.
I just looked on YouTube to see if there were videos, and there was only like maybe a few people, like small people that did a video on it. So it doesn't seem like it was that popular. But I don't know. I'm not into into that, so I couldn't tell you.
Can you hook that up to eScribe too?
You know what? Probably.
Uh,
But all it was like a little. It looked. I don't know. Well, it didn't look like any other device, but it's a like a mod with a little oven, like a little compartment. You just put shit. You put the little dab in the compartment, pop the thing on, and that's. It looked pretty simple. It looked like it had like an old style DNA chip on it. You adjust the temperature on it, and you're good to go.
yeah.
Have you
No
seen any
bachelor.
movies worth watching? I haven't seen any movies in I don't know how long.
There's a couple that are coming down the road a little bit. I don't know why this interests me because I know it'll be nothing from like when I was younger, but when Steve Majors did the Fall Guy, the original show,
Mm-hmm.
I always used to watch that little show. But now
Yep.
they've redone the movie and it's like obviously
Nothing.
completely different. And I think it's the dude that played Ken in Barbie or whoever is
Oh,
the guy
jeez.
that's playing the Fall Guy in it. So, but I think that comes out in the summertime. But I don't know. I'm still, I still think I'm going to watch the new Roadhouse.
Yeah, that I'm waiting. That I want to see.
I'm curious. I've heard a lot of mixed reactions on that one, but I always love the original one. So,
Roadhouse. It's under my desk.
Don says, I saw that on the site. They think they are PAX.
What's
Well,
on the site?
PAX has been around for a long, long time.
No, not the PAX. It's not the PAX.
The PAX is like a more like a little oven for. This
It's
is for dabs,
yeah,
right?
it works like the PAX, but it's not the PAX. It actually was, I think it's way more expensive. It is called the Cricket. It looks cool. Oh, actually, it's $400. Holy shit! No, what that thing is. Wow, that's expensive. It says, yep, it's called the Cricket.
That show was awesome. I used to watch that with my grandpa. The new Roadhouse sucked ass. Really?
Son of a bitch.
Well, here's the thing with that. Roadhouse was one of those one and dones. There's a lot of movies like that. You should never touch them again. You shouldn't even make a sequel to them. Even with the original actors, you shouldn't make a sequel to some movies. But I'm just kind of curious. I guess just because I want to see Conor McGregor in it just for the hell of it. But they say he pretty much acts just like he does when he's the way he walks and does all his shit. I'll have to watch it anyway just to form an opinion on it. But Vaping Golfer says, Fagan, you got to watch Beekeeper. What is that?
2024 movie? I don't know. What's the rating on this fucking thing?
Neil says, I got a new burrow mod in today that gives me 15 of them. What? I got to quit chiming into other folks' conversations.
We get to 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Beekeeper.
Beekeeper was real good. Beekeeper was an awesome. What is Beekeeper? Who's in it?
Fucking Jason Statham, whoever the fuck.
Statham?
There you go. Josh Hutchinson, Taylor James, Amber Sienna.
Whoa. I think I seen the previews to that one. I think.
Yeah, I don't. One man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and something.
I think I seen that. Troy, I 100% agree with you. He says, I wish Star Wars never made the sequels. If it would have just been the first three that they did and left it at that, that would have been perfect. But for somebody that was around when the originals came out and then years later watch watch them make them again, and then they're actually the starting of it. It's like it's too it's too fancy looking. And then what was supposed to have been made back in the late 70s, early 80s was the last of it. It doesn't make any sense. And they keep on and on making shit with Star Wars, and I don't watch any of it.
Yeah, I never got into Star Wars. I watched them, but I just
Yeah.
it's either you're with Star Wars or you're not. I think, but yes, my leg is okay. I just skinned it.
What?
I was running yesterday and I tripped over I missed the front door. I scraped my leg on a brick.
That don't shock me either. Terry says, I hear the shit that hit the bridge was fuck up boxers.
Full of boxers.
Terry, slow down on your typing there, kid, and put a couple of hams down real fast.
That K and L key, they get confusing.
Yep.
It probably was full of boxers.
It could have been. He does a lot of business with overseas people, so.
What happens to all that shit? So they eventually take all those containers off there and then they just send the shit back to the company?
I've been watching, so the ship's still sitting there as we speak, and they've had to bring in like the largest crane that they've got on the East Coast. They've had to bring in, but they can't. It's not even strong enough to pick up the part that's laying on the ship right now. So they're going to have to actually cut it into pieces and remove it. But they said the Army of Engineers, they're going to have to remove everything off the bottom of the water too, because you can't have anything left over in order for the ships to go through that port right there. I guess because there's pieces that might be a little higher that could still hit the bottom of the boats or whatever. But it's a huge undertaking, and they said that the containers that were damaged at the front of it had like hazardous chemicals, but it was like perfume and some other shit like that. There was some that had lithium batteries in them. I'm surprised they didn't find some other like bogus shit off in there. Wasn't supposed to be in them cans, but
see, I have a genius idea how they can clear this up pretty quick.
I'd love to hear this one.
Get a few helicopters, get some chains, chain up to the bridge. Helicopters just lift all that shit, the bridge out of the water, and just fly that shit to a junkyard.
Dude, I don't know why they haven't called you up to have you supervise this.
They're going to sit there and try to cut it up. That's going to take fucking years, man. Just get a few helicopters. You'll be done.
Well, here's the thing, too, as I was listening to the guy talk, they're going to have to, like, have some type of plan of attack at it, because you can't just go to cutting, because if you cut something wrong, it's going to make everything shift and do all kind of crazy shit. And then even when they get all that all the way, they got to send all these divers down to cut the rest of this shit and get it pulled out of there. Yeah, it's going to be a while.
That's going to be a fucking... Whew. Yep, it's going to be a long-ass time.
Oh, yeah. And that's like I think they said that's the 4th largest port in the U.S., and it's very, very busy. We get most of our sugar, and what else was it? I forget the other product. So they're trying to, and they said that the shipping lanes are backed up there right now. People trying to get into port, now they're having to push these people off other places. There was 2 cruise ships that had people on them that they're going to have to take these cruise ships somewhere else and kick these people off the boat and get them back to Baltimore, because that's where their vehicles are at.
Jeez. Yeah, because on TV or on video, it doesn't look like it's that big. I guarantee you, probably in person, it's probably
massive.
Massive.
Yeah. Are they still investigating? From what I'm hearing, they are. But I see little feeds every day where they've done, like little updates and reports, and just out of curiosity to see if they've moved anything. But from what I've seen so far, it doesn't look like really anything's happened yet.
Well, Troy, not just one helicopter. You get four. You spread them apart. They all have fucking chains. They all hook on and they all lift certain pieces.
What movie did you see that from again? I forget.
I think it was King Kong or one of the two. And they
I know. I was trying
one
to
of the two.
remember because it worked in the movies. Why shouldn't it
Yeah,
work here?
it
So,
works in the movies perfectly. I don't know what kind of change you're gonna use. Maybe use some rope.
why do I keep hearing this? Ray just says, "I want a Lego." What's this Lego mod shit?
Do I have the picture still?
Please tell me
Some,
that they're not doing
oh yeah, they're
a
doing it.
mod that looks like a Lego.
Yep. Do I still have the picture?
Is it like pieces you can break down?
It's a pod. It's a. I don't know if it's a disposable or if it's a pod system. It looks like a Lego brick, exactly like a long piece of Lego, and you can build on it with your Legos. And they sent me a picture of the one they built on. It's got a little guy on it and shit. And I'm like,
Oh
holy
my
fuck.
god!
Oh, wait, is this it?
You think it was done on purpose? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. But hey, it could come out that there was a whole other thing. Oh my god! What the hell?
Lego sees that shit, they're gonna go nuts.
Holy shit!
I hope they send it.
Who
Oh,
makes that?
I don't even. Some weird ass company that I've never heard of before.
Billy says Mark has footage of his wee accident last night. Do you?
You can't really see anything. It's just me kind of just like tripping, and then it just nothing exciting. It's like I didn't fall. I just kind of scraped my leg up against the brick.
Was you looking with the good eye or the bad eye?
I think the bad eye. Plus, I had a beer or two, so it didn't help Matt as
Well,
much.
well, at least you didn't feel it then, right?
Oh no, I felt it when I put the alcohol on my leg.
Oh god! Did you have Angela put it on there and blow on it at the same time? Oh man! I hope
I don't
everybody's
think I.
telling you to show me the video.
I'm not sure because
Had
that
to be the one he didn't save. He saves everything else. I'm surprised you didn't make a damn YouTube short out of it.
it wasn't really that impressive. Like if I would have fell into it, if I would have fell down in there, I would have fucking definitely done a video of it. But the problem with that camera is it's not battery powered, so it records like everything. So I got to search through like 50 videos now to find that video. That thing goes off if the wind blows the wrong way.
So I was at work today. I had two random guys walk up my driveway. They look like they might have possibly belonged to the same company by them having matching shirts on. But of course, I'm at work and not looking at my phone at the moment. I get a text first from my neighbor because he noticed on his cameras that people were going into my backyard. So I grab my phone and I'm looking at my cameras and I see the dudes do it. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? I have no idea who they are. And they didn't come to my front door because the camera didn't go off there asking permission to go into my yard. So I pull up the front camera and the truck is still sitting in front of my house. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I call the sheriff's department from work and tell them, look, I got two random dudes just walked in my backyard and they've walked back to their truck and I have not given them permission to come on my property. I don't know who the hell they are. And she said, all right, well, we'll get somebody out there. So sure enough, I'm sitting there and my cameras go off and the sheriff's department shows up, but the truck had left already. And the deputy walks in my backyard. I can see him look around and walks around the house and he leaves. But I'm like, man, what's going on there?
We had that sometimes. I think it's like gas people
Yeah, but
marking whatever. But
these weren't those people. So
yeah, you can never tell who's who really. But yeah, that freaked me out too. I had one guy like that one time just walk in my yard. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
yeah. So I didn't know possibly if neighbors were having some work done and they needed a new perspective of looking at something from my backyard, even though they still should have come to my door to get
Oh, yeah.
permission to go back there. But I was like, man, hell with this shit. I wish the sheriff's department would have got here in time, and so I could have recorded that. I'd have made a YouTube short out of that, but
You can zoom in with the
I do.
ring.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
I'm
didn't see
always
anything on their truck? No kind of logos or anything?
no, because it was too far down. I couldn't get anything off of it. So
Fuck that.
uh,
As long as they,
as
as
long as the
long
blue
the
shirts with FBI on them wasn't the issue. Oh, yeah, that wasn't quite the case right there. What's up, Brett? I haven't seen I haven't seen our main man tonight, the biggest piece of shit in vaping, Mr. Marvin Norton. I don't know where he's at, and he's obviously running late. If he's probably not going to show it all. Grim must be live tonight, so he's over there watching that instead. So I don't know.
yeah, it could have been squatters. I heard squatters are pretty popular now. Just moving on in.
Well, see, that's where Ginger. He must be drinking a little bit tonight because he's messed some of his words up by saying a mansion. He's mistaken with his own property. And folks, if you want some hilarious shit to watch, I'm telling you, it's turning into just like the Brooks trial. When y'all get done with this live feed, if y'all are still looking for something to watch, go over to Smoking Scans channel and look up last night's feed about the Dalton City Council meeting. Dude, these folks, they're maybe less than an hour away from you?
It's not even that. They're about 30 minutes away from me. They're getting pretty wild.
Holy shit. You want to see a shit show going on in a town? Oh my God, go over there and watch that.
And the crowd's getting bigger and bigger.
And they're getting more pissed and more. I'm surprised that these folks didn't start a full on riot out there.
Fuck that. I'm saying, fuck away from there.
And you know what I think even pissed these people off more? As I guess it was raining by y'all last night. They were standing outside in the rain waiting to get in there, and they wouldn't let the people in. Grim is off for 2 weeks. Ooh. Well, that's going to hurt some of y'all, isn't it?
I watched his, I forgot what it was. He goes live, I think, on Thursday or something. I think it was Thursday. And I was just on YouTube, and I'm like, let's just watch this. Like, his live shows are pretty, he's got a lot of stuff going on. He does, like, different things and all kinds of shit. Like,
well, he still actually gets viewers on his shit, right?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. Where he's at on, like, live views now, I think I seen one a couple of months ago. I ran across when he was doing a live, and he had about 300 or 400 people watching.
So then, being the little jealous bitch that I am, I grabbed my calculator on my phone. I'm like, okay, so he's got so many subscribers, and divided by the viewers, and then I put my subscribers in and my view. I'm like, we're about the same.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah. Yeah.
But his live shows are pretty well done, I will say.
I mean,
He has
I
like
don't
little
know.
pre-recorded sections and stuff and everything.
I've never been a Grim watcher, so his style of doing things is different of how I would do it. And even like when y'all would have him on the 1 or 2 times y'all had him on the vape team, he doesn't flow with what we do because
he's a bit more like restricted, or
very restricted on stuff to where we're just kind of open up talking about all kind of shit. He's not like that. So, and that's his deal or whatever. But I guess I just don't get into it. So I don't know. Neil says we had some kid get arrested for kicking in people's doors. They were doing that TikTok challenge. They kicked in a sheriff's deputy. Whoa! Oh,
I seen those videos a while ago.
I didn't know that that was a thing going on.
Yeah, it was going on a while ago. I'm surprised they're still doing it. Like these kids would walk up and they'd like turn their back and be like just start kicking the door, and then once they pound the door, and they all run.
Oh shit!
I'm like, these motherfuckers are nuts.
That's a good way to meet the man upstairs.
Yeah. Tequila Tuesday, holy shit. You gotta be nuts, Vapor X.
You two are X-rated. Like, man, he is PG. Yeah, that's... And we've always been like that, I think. So, I think that's just why us doing a live and other people doing it, I won't just necessarily say him, because a lot of people are very conservative on how they do their lives. They're very, you know, even like cussing on there, they're at the bare minimum, if anything at all, because they're just trying to be as clean as they can with it. And I think at a point in time we tried that in the beginning because we thought we were doing something kind of professional, but then we realized that, man, this is a free for all. You might as well do what you want.
Yeah. And it's like completely different. I mean, there's people in there that I've seen that watch our shows, but the audience is completely different just because
Exactly.
it's more PG based.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck around and find out. Yeah, I've seen. Those kids are fucking nuts, man. These TikTok challenges are some stupid shit.
You know, though, if they want to do some stupid shit, I'd rather them go back to the Tide Pods or doing that kind of shit instead of like kicking at doors and stuff, because that ain't good right there. I'm surprised. I mean, I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm surprised we haven't heard more like some very bad endings because of shit like that.
Yeah.
Because some states are a little bit more loose on what you can do with things than others.
Well, you ain't kicking my door in because it's impossible. My wall will fall down before you kick the door in.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not trying to say they need to change, and they're not going to change. However they do their stuff is how they do their stuff. It's just we do things a little different, and I kind of like the way we do things. So,
Yeah, I think they do, and they do actual vape shows. We're kind of all over the place.
I mean, it just kind of got to the point for as long as what we've been doing this. I mean, it's just common sense. You can't go for almost 10 years and from beginning to end talk nothing but vape shit.
Mm-hmm.
It just, maybe some people can, but I know I can't.
Never heard of him, Brett. Never heard of Vaping Vegan. A classy show.
Yeah, I've heard about him a time or two. Mark, that setup and guitars looks dope.
That's a green screen. It's not real. Thank you.
Well, look who finally showed up.
Cheryl, late as always.
Cheryl, I mean, what'd you do, fall asleep again?
She probably did.
I won't hold it against you because Marvin's even later than what you are.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, so y'all in doing that shit right now. Okay. Hey, if y'all want to do that and watch the show at the same time, that's perfectly fine with me. Yeah, so, well, let's get into our vaping portion of this show. What you got going on, Mark? Where's all the big reviews coming at?
Yeah, there's no big reviews coming this week.
Holy shit.
I know. The slow boat is pretty slow.
They're paddling.
I got some pods in it, maybe a disposable or two coming, but other than that, I'm just waiting for that Lego thing because I just can't wait to.
So it's 100% coming to you.
They said they're sending it. I've been talking a lot of trash about it. So as long as they haven't been watching the live shows, they're still sending it.
Now, is this a freebie you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to shit on this one.
Okay.
I'm pooing all over it.
Okay. Are you literally going to do that?
Yeah, I might, because how the hell are you going to come out with a leg like that? What? Like
I've seen some shit since we've been doing this for this many years. But now, well, no, there's been some definite toys we've seen come out as vaping stuff. But I mean, a Lego?
Tell me about it. When I seen that, and when they first emailed, I think they called it like a game or something. I forget, what did they say? I'm like, a game? What are you talking about? A game vape?
And here he is, folks. The biggest piece of shit in vaping has finally arrived. Marvin Norton. Everybody give this man a big round of applause. Happy birthday and all that shit. ST, I can't say much about your setup. That wall has needed a painting or some samurai swords or something for years. Yes, it has. It really has. I've almost had to resort to pulling that picture out that I had hanging up there forever and just slap it back up on the wall. I wish I did have some samurai swords to stick up there because I'd sure enough would do it.
Samurai swords. Fuck that.
I don't think the knife collection would look good hanging on the wall, but
Happy birthday, Marvin, for the 90th time
hell yeah.
in a month. Mark, is it called My First Vape? No, I've seen that Photoshop photo. That's whoever did that was genius, but no, that's not it.
Dude, when I first seen that was I mean, you
hilarious.
knew it was Photoshop, but it was like whoever spent the time doing it, it was like that was the funniest shit.
That was funny.
And hold on, let me see if I can find them with the quickness.
I'm surprised China didn't be like, "Oh, we should copy this," and like come out with
Exactly.
something like that.
Exactly.
This is pretty close to it, though. Now, if they send the device and they send, well, I got some Legos actually that Marcus used to have, so I'll get to actually try it out to see if Legos actually work on it. But they claim it does. You could build on it.
Oh, come on, let me find these pictures.
Cheryl showed up the same time as Marvin. You know, that is interesting, Hitman. You mentioned that.
That is
I
a little
wonder,
interesting.
maybe Cheryl is Marvin's caretaker.
It could be. These right here, and let me dull these down real quick. These had to be some of the most best and professional done photoshopping there ever was. The Christmas photos. I love these. These were great. Hold on.
Those,
We got some more going on. I mean, these kids are ripping. These kids were blowing us out of the comps that we were having a while back. And Mark definitely probably loves this one just because of the background there. But and then we got little dude just ripping them right there for his parents.
oh my God.
Those were the best.
Those were really good. Don't go there, Mark. Oh, here we go.
What's up, Sean? Yeah. So there you go. There's your vaping news right there. Quick and easy, and you don't need anything else. Neil says, I saw a picture of a disposable that looked like a baby pacifier. Don't know if it was real or not. Ooh, you gotta find that, Mark.
I think I've seen something like that too.
Didn't that used to be a thing way back in the day? Like, wasn't it one of those kind of like West Coast gangster things where dudes were keeping pacifiers in their mouth?
Yep, I do believe it was. I can't find it, but I could have swore I've seen something like that too. This one, well, this one's up. Yeah, this is. It's not. It's still a pod, but it's called. I don't know what it's. What is this thing? It says pacifier nipple mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece on it looks like a pacifier nipple. It's called the something Max.
It's,
The Bang Max. It's called.
is it part of the Pure Max collection?
Actually, that nipple mouthpiece looks kind of comfortable.
Damn, here we go.
Got to be careful when we mention stuff because then the company will email us.
I know.
Hey, are you
I
talking
know.
about our pod systems? Can we
Yep.
send you one?
Dude, though, I mean, there's some products that have come out that if I would have received in my hand to do a video on, I don't know if I could have kept a straight face doing it. So to receive something like a Lego mod,
Oh,
I don't know, man.
the thing, like, if I'm not mistaken, the company that's sending it is going through and like an advertising agency. So so you don't even know who the company is technically.
Oh, so
because
there's no sites you can go to right now to look this up?
no, I mean, I guess if you search on Google somehow you could probably find it, but they're going through an agency, so the agency is emailing people. And when they show the photo, I'm pretty sure people are like, "What are you nuts?" I'm like, I seen the photo, I'm like, "Hell yeah, send that damn thing."
Yeah. Brian back in the day needed a pacifier drip tip. Yes, that man chewed more tips up than. I'm surprised he doesn't have like jagged teeth on the shit he was chewing. Dude, he was getting some of these tips like the Geek Vape stuff. What was that little one he liked so much from Geek Vape?
God damn, it wasn't the art? No, it's the
It
I know
looked
the one
like
you're talking about.
the small version of what was the bigger Geek Vape mods called?
God damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue too.
Somebody should know it in chat. What
I
was
think it
the?
starts with an A, I think.
I won't even go on with this conversation until I see the name come across
The Geek
because
Vape.
somebody knows it.
Actually, I think I have the small version of one.
Does anybody remember this? Was it the Boost?
It might have been the Boost.
Well, whatever it did, it had a very hard plastic tip. It wasn't a
Ages.
rubberish or anything. Aegis, yes. And he had that thing. He showed it one time on a show, and it was so chewed up and ragged. I'm surprised it wasn't cutting his lips when he put it up to it. But I don't know how he chewed through that thing.
I don't even know how you chew on a drip. Like you got to put the whole mod like halfway in your mouth just to get the
Yes.
like the chew on it.
That man did some damage to that Joker.
Unless you have a super long drip tip that you could chew on it.
I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
A lot of those disposables now they have like rubber mouthpieces so you could chew on them.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I was trying to see if there's anything new laying around. Hell no, that's the same old shit laying around here. I've been sticking to the same big device and tank, and almost all my MTL shit has stayed the same. I guess I'm kind of, other than picking up the Pure Max, which was a good thing to add to the collection. I'm pretty much, I guess, would say I found my favorites on what I like to use and just basically have stuck with it now for a long time.
Yeah, I might be a full-time Pure Max GT4 user. So does Brad still got the pods for it? Do you know?
From what I understand, the auto parts store has everything for them.
Okay.
So if y'all need this particular part, go to Brad's Auto Parts.
Brad's Auto Parts. Anyone see the earthquake in Taiwan? They thought maybe a tsunami in Hawaii. No, I didn't see that.
I hadn't heard that one.
I did not see that.
Might as well, though. Everything, all the other crazy shit's going on right now. And buy Anakin Coolfire Z80 with the Zenith Coil .8, again, white.
The Z80. What does it sound like?
The Coolfire Z80. I think isn't it the newer one?
Oh, it's the newer one?
I don't know. I can't remember. There's been a couple of Coolfires. So I don't remember all the numbers on them, I don't think.
I thought the Z80 was... I can't keep up with...
Did you ever have any luck with the second?
The Z80 came out in 2021.
Okay. Did you ever have any luck with the second?
Yeah, the second one was fine. The second pod from Anakin.
Was it the Twine or what was that thing?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I think I might have said something probably sour or something because I haven't heard from him after that.
Okay. Well, that.
But
Well, have you physically done the video on it yet?
no.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay. But yeah, and I don't know. Sometimes it just like sometimes you have a first pod, it'll leak or something like that. But
It's true. You don't always get one. You don't always get that one that gets knocked out the park straight off the bat.
it just happened when I found out it was leaking and everything else. I happened to be live, and then it's like, oh, yep.
Neil says, I love my Cross 3 pod, no leaking, and can get pods anywhere. That's the one good thing. If you do find a pod system you like, I mean, most of the time, if you're like doing sub-ohm tanks or RTAs or RDAs, whatever, you're either stocked up on coils or if you're having to replace coils, like for a sub-ohm tank, most of the time you can find somewhere that has them. But a lot of times on these pods, if they didn't just like cut it or make the mainstream, but it was a good one, it's hard to find replaceable pods for a lot of these devices. So, and that was kind of the worrisome thing about the Pure Max thing. I was thinking, well, it's fairly new. Pods are selling out, but how long are these pods going to be around? Is it something that they're just going to make for a while and then they're going to just like get away from it and then you're kind of hooked on it? It's like you can't get damn pods for it anymore, but
That's why sometimes it's good for the companies to use the same pod in the new device, because then you can,
yeah.
they're going to be around. But some companies just change out the pod and the coil every time they come out with a new release, and then their previous one just disappears.
It's kind of like the Caliburns, you've always been able to find, because it seems like anytime they put one out, it's something that's good and you can always find the shit around. But some of these other devices, you ain't so lucky. Brian says I may fall asleep. He must be getting bored right now.
Hooked on pod nicks. Here we go with the pod nicks.
Yeah, I know. I hate getting
I'll try
talking
my
about
best and not
pods.
vape Nick Salt. Yeah, the new Vaporessa ones, the Vupu ones, even the Oxva one is really nice. The little Argus. They're all kind of the same, actually.
Mark, a reviewer, Gary Vapes, did a review on that Anakin pod and his leaked.
Oh, did it? Yeah, I don't know. Unless what Mike said was true, but I mean, I'm not saying what Mike didn't say. It probably is true, but I've never done that. I usually fill it and then let it sit. It probably is a good habit to fill it, give it a few primer pulls, and then let it sit. But where's that other fucking pot at? God damn you, son of a bitch!
Mark is a goat of beer. Lord. You taking that title on now?
I hope not.
Just get batteries.
Oh no, Angela's here. I've been fucking saving all these pods.
I took him out to go to the bathroom, and then I fed him.
Do what?
I'm upstairs to go to bed.
Roger.
Oh,
He came home and he must have ate something because he fucking got gas that will clear the house.
oh shit.
I got that one. I got that one. I save all the good pods. I got my Caliburn.
Oh, you ain't got. Man, I figured that trash can would have been full of that shit.
Well, a lot of the crappy ones that I know I'll never use again, like, I usually get rid of.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Getting some alcohol there, kid.
Batteries.
Do. I got, get this out of the way.
Yeah, man. Be professional there.
Duh. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's an older one, but that's a really good one. The Geek Vape, whatever it's called. What the fuck is on there? Oh, just a sticker on there. Got that one. That's a good one. This is the Vupu Argus one is a really good one. Love that one.
Yeah, so you use these all the time, so I know they're great.
Yeah, of course.
I know
I'll
you.
grab the pod. I'll grab these like when I go out,
Yeah.
which is not that often.
Yeah, 'cause anytime I
Argus,
say
or another-
live feed, you've got the GT4 on you, but go ahead.
And there's the old school. I think that's one of the Caliburns.
It is. That's way old. Yeah, that's pretty old school right there. I've still got a pile of those laying around somewhere.
I got a Cocoa in here. So I keep pods. The ones that are worth keeping.
I think that the top fill is not keeping a seal, and that's what's causing it to leak.
Yeah, like when I put the top back on that, I remember it clicked and snapped, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I
Just one of
found one
those.
that I like, and I just keep rolling with it forever.
Do you have any A3 Caliburn pods? I don't have any. I don't have any Caliburn pods. I have like maybe two or three, but I don't have like I don't know which ones they're for because there's been so many goddamn Caliburns I can't keep up.
And if you're wanting a bachelor, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. So I'm just giving you a heads up.
When they were sending their stuff, they didn't send like extras like they used to. They're like, here's one pod, here's one device. Like
You
you
know,
cheap
back in the
sons of
day
bitches.
when they'd send you, like when they were first getting into the calibers and shit, man, they'd send a shit ton of calibers and pods that would last you, it would seem like a lifetime. But
Like the Crown tanks, they'd send you a shit ton of
uh,
coils with it. Like,
damn, Charlie, I ain't seen you in forever. He says, damn, I didn't know you were this desperate for talent.
whoa!
Wow. How you been doing, Charlie?
I think Mike is right. Yeah, yeah, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of tanks and pods, it's probably good to primer pull it to seal it or get the vacuum thing going or whatever.
So did you break down and buy this new?
I don't think it's in stock anywhere. That's
But
one
when
of
it
the.
goes in stock, you're getting one.
I don't. They're kind of. I don't. I buy it because everyone that I've talked to so far said it's really good. Brett said it's really good, and I kind of do need a backup in case my GT4 breaks down since there's no more for sale. Hopefully, they're coming out with another batch of these things because
All right, Brett, you're in chat right now. You've got one. You've probably got a whole stock of them, but you're keeping quiet about it. Two questions. What other good RTA out there does it compare to? And is this what you're using at the present moment?
I don't remember. You're looking a little redneck in that camo. Oh shit, wrong hat. I didn't ask. I know Robert Skrelly's got it. I didn't ask him what he thought of it yet.
Well, he's had it for a while now, hasn't he?
Yeah, or maybe he hasn't built it yet. He's kind of like Phenom, where he buys something and
He just kind of sets it there.
kind of like Brett too. Like they'll buy something and they'll just sit there for a while before they use it.
Yeah. What's up, Atomizer? Yeah, I'm curious because I trust Brett's opinion on this because, he gets everything and he uses everything. So,
But I think for me, like whichever one comes in stock first, another batch of GT4s or those things is probably what I'm going to buy.
I'm just curious if it's like, is it better than a GT4 or, is the airflow on it better? I hadn't
It's
had a
probably not
chance to
better.
talk to
There's
him.
nothing. There's nothing as good as GT4.
Oh, wow. That's where I beg to differ. But
If only China could come out with a clone that's like $30, that's just like a GT4.
do we have any of those sites left that are making?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, Brett says they are real good, more airy than the GT4, but a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
better flavor. Mine is at home on my coffee table. I wish it was with me.
Ooh, a little bit more airflow.
So he just proved you wrong there right off the bat.
Son of a bitch.
So I think that's why I don't use my GT4 as much, is because I've always wanted just a little bit more airflow out of it.
Yeah, it's a single coil, so I don't want too
Well,
much air.
I get that. I get that. You're not looking for. If you want something with a shit ton of airflow, just break out another RTA that's got it. But there was good money paid for that thing, and it's nice. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But that was the one thing that I wish it had just a hair bit more of, is just a little bit more airflow to it.
I hope no one's buying vape products on Temu. 'Cause
The what?
that Temu app, it's like a app
Oh,
that sells all that cheap shit from China. Like
dude, I
really
see
cheap
those
shit.
things pop up in little ads. I was telling my girl about
But then they had the news article that the app was stealing people's information.
Well, they show some chick's hand with a ring on it, and they said, you can pick up this beautiful ring for like $2.39. Why pay high dollar for a ring? I'm like, you realize if you slid that on somebody's hand that you're about to get married, that you, unless you want to end that shit, that's what you go buy.
Like, is that a Temu ring?
Oh, that's funny.
I could have swore. I think Angela bought clothes from there once, and they were like this
Oh, God.
paper thin. I'm like, are these like disposable clothes? Because they're not going to last in a washing machine.
So Brett says it has honeycomb, single hole over Cyclops. I'm using it open with the Cyclops. It's sweet. All right, I don't need to ask too many questions because next thing you know, I'll be trying to get one and I don't even need the damn thing.
How it work? Mr. Nautilus 3S is the same with Cool Fire Z. I'm not really sure what you're asking, Mr. Greek Goddess or Greek God.
Well, because I'll be honest too, if I want to step back up into that, I'll just get this air back up and going and use it because it's got pretty decent airflow on it.
I think for me, the GT4, just how easy it is to build. That's like one of the main. Aside from the way it vapes, it's just so much easy. It's just so easy to build it. Like there's no way you can't. I can't screw it up. So.
But the air is just as easy to build.
I haven't had an air, but the
You
GT4.
never? I thought you got one.
No, I got the other.
You
What
got
was
the
the other-
tripod.
There you go.
That's what you had got. Oh, he said it's calling our name.
I'm waiting for one of the two to come in stock.
Man, but that cuts into my knife buying days right there, having to spend something like that.
How is the Pure Max holding up? It's holding up very well. Very, very well.
Charlie says the build quality on the GT4 is next level. But Charlie, are you kind of stuck back in that time and haven't like advanced up to any of the newer stuff that's been out there yet? Because there has been some pretty awesome RTAs that have come out here in the past, what, year and a half?
Yeah. I just don't like the tanks that come with the GT4. Like they're usually kind of ugly looking. So you always want to buy like.
Especially that.
Buy the other one.
Especially that one that's like caged or
Yeah.
whatever. That's horrible looking.
Hideous. Then you spend an extra $20 or $30 for another tank, and like, oh shit, I gotta get that and this and that.
Yep.
And
Our Greek friend here is hardcore into the Inikin stuff.
it seems like it.
I have a feeling our Greek friend is friends with Dimitri.
I hope so.
He had I think it was a little short video he did. He'd had it on Facebook, showing like the Monster Labs over there in Greece, the little place they've got set. It was real nice looking. I'm not only a GT4 guy. I like the new stuff too. I've got boxes of shit I've never opened, and I vape pods all day. Yeah, I feel you there on that.
I get my disposables from Temu. Yeah, you're.
Don, you're really playing with death right there if that's where you're getting it. Leo says, I want the Avanti, but it's way well, I mean, that one does come with a price tag. Brett says, I love the GT5 if I could fill it easier. Oh, that one does have the weird way of doing shit, isn't it?
Yeah, because when I watch Todd's video on it, because usually that's the one that's always in stock, and that's always a a bad sign. And it just seemed like it's too over engineered. Like it's got too many features on it.
Yeah.
Just too much shit you got to do. Maybe that's why it wasn't as popular as the 4s. I don't know. But even I took a pass on the 5. I'm like, I'll stick with the 4s.
Timu passed the PMTA. I think they were the only company to pass a PMTA.
So is this?
I've had my off and on experiences with Inican, and normally when I was using Inican stuff, I'd say I had about 95% good luck with things, and I'd use it for a while. But I've been somebody just kind of all over the map. But damn, we've started something new up here. That should be your next thumbnail. Something dealing with
Temu?
Timu.
People do videos all the time on Temu stuff. They'll get like crazy cheap stuff, and it's like, how the hell is that shit so cheap? Like, it's
It's
impossible.
basically like an Alibaba, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like dirt cheap stuff.
I wonder how long do they have shops here in the U.S. you can get it from, or does that like take nine
I
months
don't.
to get over here?
Yeah, I don't. I think it's only comes from China. I think. I don't know. Angela bought from it once, and then when I found out about the app stealing info, I'm like, delete that damn app, and she never bought from it again.
See, that would suck because I'd like to just get some bullshit off there for the hell of it, but I would have to get like some type of burner card that
Yeah.
if you messed with it, it's not going to really be a big deal. But
I should ask her how long it took to ship.
Billy said people are obsessed with this Timo. It's all cheap. I guess
Yeah,
I
'cause it's
really
like
never
anything
looked
on
at
there,
it.
and it's just so cheap. Like, oh, why not? I'll buy that. It's only $5. Like,
And I guess it's anything then, right? Do they do all kind of shit?
yep, it's anything on there.
Leo says, yeah, tracking for my T-Mobile order is stalled out in Baltimore. Damn. Yeah, you're going to be a while on your shit.
$128 flash drive, AliExpress.
Oh, man. Charlie says, you can use the privacy browser add-on. It makes your new burner card for every purchase. Dude, I would load if you could get shit on there like crazy shit for between, let's just say $2 to $5, dude. I'd have a cart loaded up with tons of just random shit and have it shipped to the house.
What the hell is what's the Hussar RTA, the Magnum? Oh wait, no,
What?
which was it? There's one in stock. The Shine is in stock.
Is this
I think that might be
something
different.
like? Are we up in the upper echelon of prices again?
Almost $300.
Oh, okay, well, dude, that's what. That's less. That's half a disposable review. You should jump
Yep.
on it.
I got a few of them. Fuck it.
You should do some videos on them.
I think I bought stuff one time from what was that site that used to be up with all the vape shit that got taken down or they closed?
We had Fast Tech,
Fast Tech. There we go.
Gear Best.
Remember when GearBest used to send people stuff for review? Way back in the day.
Me and Heavy, when we first, because we were like the small ones out of all y'all, and Gear Best hit me and him up like within our first year of doing YouTube stuff. And they told both of us, they said, go on the site, pick you something out, and we'll ship it to you and you do a review on it. And I was like, okay. So I went to looking around. I picked out like a $200 something mod with a DNA in it. I can't remember which one it was though. I think I still got it to this day. He's sitting in a box somewhere. But Heavy, I think, did like the same thing. And I was like, they're never going to send this shit out. I'll be damned if they didn't send that shit to us.
Yeah, I was shocked. Get the Toxic. It's cheaper. The Toxic's not on here.
Isn't that the same? But that's the same people that do the Advent, right?
Yes.
The Hussar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would assume they're out of stock everywhere. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, there was Gear Best. Gear Best was around for a good while, and they had more than vaping stuff on there. They had all kind of shit, all kind of different electronic shit you could buy off there. But then Fast Tech was pretty much just vaping shit.
No, I think Fast Tech had other stuff too.
Did
Yeah, they had
they?
other stuff. Yeah.
I thought it was just Gear Best.
No, they had fucking dildos on there and everything.
Oh, okay.
They had every fucking thing.
And then you had what? 3 of Vape, which was the cloning company, and they had everything until they shut that down.
Yep.
And then you had what? Heaven's Gifts. Their shit, I think, was all authentic on there.
They had, what was that one site? I think it was called Angel Cigs. It was all cloned, but it was, I think, in the U.S., so you'd get it a lot quicker. Not mistaken.
Damn, Brett says Half Moon Mod still sells Heavy's tips.
Damn,
They're still around?
Wow.
I'm shocked. I figured they were long gone. Health Cabin is still around. Wow. Lots of
Put down that
guns over
GT4, the Pure Max World Vapor X. How dare you?
He's stuck on the Pure Max. He's not letting anything else. I bought some drip tips from Fast Techs. One of them was full of metal shaving. Damn.
I think I bought an RDA. I bought something in the very beginning from Fast Tech. I think it was an RDA and it rusted. I'm like, how the hell does stainless steel rust? And I used to buy these little no-resistant leads for my Golden Greek RTA.
Yep.
I don't think that's in stock anywhere, Ed.
David says, I use a lot of Anakin stuff until the Pure Max came out. Everyone has a lot of catching up to do, in my honest opinion. Pure Max is good. I still have a few. I think I got like maybe 3 of my heavy tips left somewhere. I used to put them on everything I'd use, but...
Yeah, they were nice tips.
Yeah. Charlie says, serious question. Where is the cheapest place to order a Pure Max? Go check out Brad's Auto Parts. And if you need any help with that, Charlie, you know where to hit me up. That's why Fast Tech is gone.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, there used to be, man. Boy, there used to be more sites than you could ever shake a stick at when it would come to vaping. And now, shit, you can probably fit them on one page of a Google thing and not have to go to a next one to get everything in.
Don't get me started with those UL eggs. What the hell?
No problem, Charlie. Do
What
what?
mod or tank was it that they had those wooden eggs that they sent out? I forgot.
Wasn't that a part of the nunchaku? Was that a part of that stuff?
Maybe. Because I remember Mike and Brian got the nunchucks, and I was pissed because they didn't send me the nunchucks. They sent me something else.
Well, they knew you'd hurt yourself.
I'm like, man, I wish I had those fucking nunchucks. Those are the real deal.
Look at Ed. Ed's like,
Good night, Ed.
he says, okay, I'm out. Hell with y'all. I like how he rolls out.
Vapinar has a Pure Max.
They do. Actually, I got one of mine from him. There's a few places that have them, but I think the auto parts store is probably going to be... But you know the deal on that, Charlie, so... Didn't Mark pose naked with an egg for a calendar? Did you do that for a calendar?
Yeah, I had like one of the eggs going inside my ass.
Lord, the things you would do, son.
Oh, man. I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I did that photo. Holy Jesus.
Do you still have any of those calendars?
Sadly, yes.
Probably still got
There were a
boxes
few
of
up
them
there,
piled
but
up.
yeah, we took them down. Angela's bright idea, like, let's do a calendar. Like, ain't no one fucking... We just start giving them away.
Oh, there you go. TJ says the wooden egg thing was the Valkyrin tank from you.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
Valerian, excuse me.
Wonder if Mike still has his nunchucks.
I bet you he's got them stashed somewhere. He's got all that shit.
Yeah, they were like metal nunchucks. They weren't like cheap. They were like the real deal.
Yeah. Remember the brass knuckle mods at T? Yeah, that was the what was the
Oh
name of
yeah,
that mod?
I forgot the name of that thing, but that thing was so they hyped that thing up so much, and when it came out, it was like
It
trash.
was a piece of plastic.
It was that thing was just
Yeah.
ugh.
I can't remember what the God, I got that thing on the tip of my damn tongue too.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that one, but I
Yeah, I
remember
don't
it
remember.
was. They had ads, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have this dude," and like, wow, this could be pretty big. And then when we got it, it's like, wow, this thing is
Yeah.
had a really shitty chip in it.
There was a lot of good ideas out there, and probably pen to paper they looked awesome. But when they came out with the final product, it would be complete trash.
Thing was fucking gigantic too.
Yeah, it was huge.
Not to mention, you ain't gonna bring it anywhere because
No. But two, again, it was a big piece of plastic. It wasn't metal. And I'm sure a lot of people thought that it was used as a defensive weapon and then get you a vape in real quick. But
the fucking ideas that they come out with is fucking horrible. And hippies ready to start
and
drinking.
hippies late again. Hippie trying to get all since I've been subscribed to Hippie's channel, I see it is Hippie must be the boss on the site. Cause all I see him doing is having his phone out screaming at folks to do this and do that and folks unloading shit off trucks while he's just standing out in the middle of the street. I didn't know Hippie was the boss out there handling stuff.
I didn't know it either.
I think they were unloading a truck somewhere. Well, obviously
Yeah,
somewhere in Chicago,
I've
but
seen that.
he's telling folks what to do and shit. So I'm thinking, well, he must be the supervisor out there or the damn foreman or whatever.
Let's see if
I'd like to get the Anakin mod that looks like a grenade to have for my collection. You might be able to track one of those down still
yeah.
because it wasn't too long ago that me and Mark got for a gift one of their first ones that I can't even remember the name of it now. The one in the case.
Oh yeah, that the not Crossfire. What was that thing called?
I can't remember. I'm so bad with names right now. I can't
Yeah.
remember shit.
It was one of the really old. It came in like a little cool little like
Like a
folding briefcase. Yeah.
Yeah. See, he is the foreman out there.
His most popular video, 6,300 views.
Who, Hippies?
Yep.
Is he where he's sitting in a chair telling folks what to do?
No. That I think was a short.
I'm kind of picked up what Hippie's doing now. So Hippie's gotten real big into doing all these Harbor Freight tool videos. So I bet what he's doing, he's using the company card saying, hey, we need to get such and such because we need it for the job. And whoever people he reports to, he's like, okay, we'll go get it. So he gets it, runs home and does a video on it real quick and either takes it back or they use it on the site somewhere.
So even his shorts do the same thing, and they make no sense. One short will have 5,000, 6,000 views. The next short,
Get 200-300.
barely 500 views.
It's weird how
no
that
sense.
shit works.
And the thumbnails are all good, and it just makes no sense.
Yeah. But hey, look, but even if you do the math on his really doesn't make sense because look at his subscriber count to some of the views he's getting on his shorts.
Yeah, that's insane.
They're like way jumping off the range there, but good on them.
really good. Stay on that shit.
VTR, was that what it was?
That might have been.
Rifleman says VTR, Vapor X says VTC.
I think it was VTR.
Came with a holster. No, it didn't come with a holster.
Yeah, that was it. VTR. The I Taste VTR.
But they had one that looked kind of like a Gatling gun. The other one we had was the big chrome box.
Yep, we had the VTR.
Okay.
And someone did a review on it in 2013. Holy Jesus. Todd did a video on it in 2013.
Marvin says, I have an Anakin VTC new in the case that it comes in. Marvin, don't be trying to sell that shit on eBay now. I know how you get.
So that's what, fucking 10, 11, it's an 11-year-old device.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So if we hold on
Rolling
to it,
mouthpiece. Yep, Charlie, you're right.
if we hold on to it for like another 10 years, we might be sitting on a little bit of cash there. Hippie says, if I can get a chick in yoga pants working for me, the views will pop. You should try that.
Hit up Sophie. You and her can go halves on all the money you make.
Dude, with all the money you're making off your shorts now, you should just go ahead and hire somebody to do one or two of the shorts. And it's like a business purchase, and your shit will just keep growing and growing.
Yep. That's all you need is a woman.
The iTaste 134 was what you were talking about. Is that what it was?
No, I don't think it was a VTR.
I can't remember any of that shit. The names all look the same to me.
No, the iTaste 134 was the tube bod, kind of like a really futuristic tube bod, big as hell, had like bars on it and shit. That one also came in the same style box, but the VTR is the one we're talking. The VTR was like the box mod.
Yeah, it had that crazy looking swivel tip on it.
Yep. It was pretty cool and advanced looking for its time, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was. I think it was maybe a 20-watt device, if that.
Shoot, I don't even remember what it was.
Hippie says, I'll have more shorts Thursday. Damn. Hippie out there killing it, isn't he?
Yep. Son of a bitch. Hippie, can I get a loan? Yeah, Hippie's pulling in big money now.
Hippie is loaded. I have seen Hippie on Mark's Friday night thing when he goes live on the other channel, and Hippie comes on there holding up like all of his vape gear. You won't see anything under at least $600-700. Everything he holds up has got more value than probably most of y'all's homes and shit.
The VTR was 15. Holy shit, 15 watts. Wow.
I guess that would be right. Yeah, because I had that Anakin, man, it always sounds weird to say that, the SVD. I had the one with the DNA that had the 20-watt chip in it, the little DNA 20. And back then I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do with all 20 watts here? I mean, I can't use this thing that high.
That VTR, I think, was huge, only 15 watts. As gigantic as it was.
And that thing has an internal battery. So can you imagine? I wonder what, because I never vaped on it. So I wonder what the ratio was of how long that thing would stay charged up before you had to plug it in again. Because at that low wattage and as big as that thing was, you should have been able to vape on that thing for days before you had to plug it back in.
You would think so. The chips probably weren't that they weren't probably battery, whatever the word I'm looking for is.
Conservative.
Yeah, how they are nowadays.
Yeah.
I was drinking and driving. Hope I didn't get killed or offend anyone. Yeah. Okay.
Good old bachelor. When the IPV 50-watt device came out, we thought that was way more power than anyone would ever need.
Yep.
I remember when they started putting out sub-ohm tanks for the wattage that they could take, and I was like, this is stupid.
I remember doing a video for the Hannah mods. It was either the DNA 20, I think it was the DNA 30. And in the video, I'm like, I don't know who the hell is going to use 30 watts, but it does 30 watts.
crazy
And
to
that was
think
back when
that.
people were vaping at like whatever, 10, 12 watts.
Yeah.
30 watts was like unheard of.
I still remember taking like my first, what was that Milo tank when it came out? That was my
Oh, yeah.
first sub-ohm tank that could handle some real wattage out on it. And I remember taking the first hit going, oh my God, what the hell is going on here?
I remember that fucking tank.
And the thing about that was, I had been doing 24 milligram Nick in MTL stuff when I got started. So when I got that tank, I was like, well, I've got to drop my nicotine level. There's no way I can be pushing that kind of wattage at 24 milligrams of Nick. So I dropped it down to a 6. And I remember doing 6 at very high wattages. And even thinking about that now, because there's no way I would do 6 at those kind of wattages. And I was like, because I got to a point to where, man, I can bring myself off of 6 and go down to 3 finally. And then rock 3 forever. Even though I do MTL at 12, but
Yeah, I think I used to vape, I think it was 18 milligrams. And then when I built my first little micro contact coil and I had 18 milligrams in there, I almost fucking fell on the floor. I'm like, holy shit. So then I dropped down to like 6 or 3 milligrams, I think it was.
yeah. No, Bachelor, you keep all those, brother. I don't need any of that. What little bit of merchandise I'm working off now, this is where I'm at with my vaping shit. The only thing I'm having to buy coils for now is this freaking sub-ohm tank that I'm using that I'm still enjoying.
You ain't still got a screwdriver Vapor X. Get the hell out of town. Are you serious? That's an old school mod.
Oh, yeah.
Real men vape 12 milligrams.
I have a Pioneer 30-watt mod. It's good for MTL vaping. I still got my Pioneer for you that, with the little infrared sensor and all that shit that I show from time to time. That used to be that was my main thing right there.
24 milligrams. Holy
I'm
shit.
still at 20. Holy shit.
Well, I guess if we're doing MTL, I guess maybe.
Yeah, but I think about it now. Even though 12 really doesn't seem rough on me, it just seems like 24 would kill me right now. But I could probably hit it and it wouldn't be jack shit.
Yeah, like to me, like the 6 milligram, I got a 6 milligram, whatchamacallit in here? The unsalted. It hits like 12 milligram. I swear it's 12, but it says 6 on the bottle. But it hits stronger than any other 6 I've ever had.
I don't know. I'm doing my unsalted in 12.
You're doing 12? Holy, and the,
Oh yeah, and the Pure Max.
see this, I swear this is 12. Or maybe it's just because of the iciness or the cooling stuff is
Well,
making it seem stronger.
You've been basically at 6. You ain't really
Yeah.
messing around a whole lot with 12. So I think things kind of feel stronger to you to where,
Yeah, it could be what it is. And it's not a Nick salt, it's regular nicotine,
Yeah.
so it's going to hit harder. And it's not, it's what, 50-50, I think the
50-50,
unsalted
yeah.
one is. Yeah, so that makes it hit harder too. 24 rocks, if you like
Yeah,
to
24 is definitely up there.
Oof.
Because I used to trip out after I had dropped down, and I would still walk into shops and hear people getting 36. And I'm like, holy shit, man.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah, my one friend used to vape fucking 36. I'm like, holy. They would have to specially make it because I think the highest it came in was like 28, but some places would sell 36 or 32 or something.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck, dude, you're vaping fucking, that's fucking nuts.
Cheryl says I only use 24. Well, Cheryl, I think too, which still, that even sounds kind of weird coming from you because I know that you were using disposables for the longest. So you've been using a higher percentage of Nick salt, but it's very smooth. But if you're using a 24 in a freebase, that would seem like a pretty drastic change.
The
Every
Sigelli
now and then
150
I'll
was an
drip
awesome
a
mod.
12. Damn, Brett.
Damn, 12 dripping 12 milligram.
Ain't
Holy
no way in
shit!
hell I'm dripping 12. Dude, even when I like do a finger test with 12 just to kind of get a hint of something, it tastes horrible like that.
I've hit 36 for a year. Holy shit! Yeah, 30. That shit. And when you hit the 30s with the freebase e-liquid,
Yeah, man, it's like you're going above and beyond the cowboy killers.
yeah, that's got a kick. What's for dinner? Knowing Angela, it's something that's probably gonna try to kill me.
It's either three things. It's either frozen pizza,
Hopefully,
frozen nuggets, or
hopefully,
frozen corn dogs.
those all sound perfect actually. We were only vaping at 11 watts, I guess.
True, yeah, the wattages were down, and that's why I was able to do the 24 because I was just doing the little ego pin things or whatever the hell they were. But I gotta head
Later,
out. Good show
Charlie.
tonight. Later, Charlie. It was good seeing you there, brother. And I think we're probably about to do the same because we've given y'all 31 minutes of OT tonight. It's kind of a laid back show tonight. But I think we're going to wrap this up because I'm coming to find out I don't really need to do this show for too long because then y'all won't stick around for the 12 hours that Mark's live on Friday night. So,
Fuck that.
I got to leave room for the king of the lives over here. So,
I would say I'm done doing that, but I'm done doing that.
yeah, anyway, you're not.
I can't handle it. My body can't take it.
And what'll happen is, and this is what his explanation will be, he does an hour of it on the Vape and Fagan channel, and then he does the other 11 on the other channel. So,
Fuck that.
I don't know. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up. I hope y'all have a good rest of the week. We will catch y'all next Tuesday. I'm guessing Mike might be back from his trip with Elon. We hope so. But,
Elon.
I guess stay tuned for Mark coming Friday, unless he does a surprise, every night show for some other shit. I have no idea. Anyway, we're outing. Y'all have a good one.
Bye. Surprise, surprise.
Let's see. Let's